head of the table, and all the others, perhaps unfortunate ones, at the Eucharistic table. Proximity Road. In being oneself. And be different. Luke 14 verse 1 and Luke 14 verses 7 to 14. Welcome to our Gospel Commentary channel, a journey of self-discovery. For a more complete overview of our human, cultural and spiritual offering, we suggest you visit the website juvie.art. The Bible often presents salvation as a banquet in which God Himself participates alongside man. One did not sit down at the table of a righteous man immediately upon arrival. It was necessary to adhere to a strict etiquette, due to class hierarchies that absolutely had to be respected. At the center are the people of importance. Then the owner. Then all the others, but in order. According to social position. Religious function. Wealth possessed. Clumsiness. And complacency of vanity. This is how the Lord sees them. Wisps of smoke. Especially jarring in the case of the Eucharistic banquet. Verse 1. Eat bread. Verse 8. Wedding party. And the way Jesus speaks at the table is surprising. He imposes himself, he rebukes, he suggests. Finally, he begins to take it out on the one who invited him. Verses 12 to 14. That is not how you must choose your guests. The effect is shocking. Yet his is not a lesson in etiquette, nor an exhortation to common sense, much less to opportunism. During the breaking of the bread and of the word, Christ is not an occasional guest, but rather the host, the master of the house. Here already worried about the possible failure of his proposal. The banquet of Luke 14 is precisely the setting of the sacred banquet, where everyone is simply summoned by vocation, not by merit. In fact, the recurring term is what the Italian text palely translates as invited, while the Greek kaleo means I call. The called ones. Here, the notables and bystanders who willingly participate, for the sake of showing off, must immediately reconsider. Not only must they stay away from grabbing, but also from pathetic crowding to occupy strategic positions. With the image of the Eucharistic banquet, Luke presents the world of relationships as God imagined it, where the Creator has called all His sons. The norm among family members is not appropriation, nor some catwalk that inflates only a few with self-love. The broken bread regulates behaviors in the sense of gratuity. It is food for life that is not degrading, but humanizing. mutual recognition, dialogue, love, shared knowledge. Food for a non-beastly life. Despite the ancient world's criterion still tending to infiltrate the accumulation and the desire to be noticed, it takes us away from the logic of unconditional call. The arrogant attitude of leading actors who sit on the throne to dominate and be seen, to be served sooner, better and more abundantly than others, will soon be exposed and overturned. Verses 9 to 11. With the writing of the Gospel of Luke, mid-80s, we are already in a time where disagreements explode over questions of precedence. Perhaps an unchanged problem, which in fact cannot be solved by moving back 2 or 3 places. Verses 8 and 9. But by reversing the scale of nomenclature. Verses 10 to 11. In short, the Son's meeting helps everyone to converge. Cannot be an accomplice of those who transform the world into externality, position, and business. Instead, it is love that conquers the world. It is the gift without conditions that shakes, moves, conquers, preludes and reflects the mystery in the transformation of one's assets into encounters, relationships and the lives of others. The source of joy gushes forth. The fall of the completeness of being. Different happiness. Preview of the resurrection. Divine life not behind the clouds, or at the end of the story, but from now on. Because the condition of sin does not cancel the plan of salvation. In this way, different faces and circumstances, they become sacraments of grace. Love so open that no human meanness can close. Then being yourself and be different. It will be the road of proximity, lifting people up and expanding motivating relationships. Luke 14 verse 1 and Luke 14 verses 7 to 14. Thank you all for your kind attention. Please subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our activities. If you liked it, leave a well done to support us. Subscribe, give your precious like, comment, and share with your friends. Thank you. Join us and see you soon.